So now we are going to check out how we are going to obtain the packing efficiency of the one more unit cell, which is recorded as that of your simple cubic lattice. That means a primitive unit cell. And we know that in a primitive unit cell, how will you having the atoms? Only at the 8 corners. Alva. So that is called as that of your simple cubic unit cell. This is somewhat simple comparing to other two. Here I am just choosing one sphere. Here I am choosing one more sphere. In the 2 corners, I am just choosing in the 2 corners. Please remember that here all you are having the edge lengths as A itself. In the other examples, we were choosing which were diagonally, so we obtained a new parameter called as that we choose a new alphabet of B. But if you can just observe, here we have chosen for distance of R as one of the edge length itself. Of course, this will be equals to A itself overall from here to here. Please remember, this is at the center, though my circle is not observed in the center, but this will be at the center of this spheres. From this center to this center, you will be having as A. So from the figure, what will be the value of A? This is one radius, of course. This is another radius. So we are getting as A is equals to 2R. Is that clear? A is equal, that is from here to here 1R, from here to here another R. This is like this there. If I consider as 2 equal spheres which are in contact with each other like this. Yes. From their centers to another center. This distance, overall distance is given as your A. Overall distance is given as A. But what is A actually? From the center to the circumference of the circle, okay, you are getting as 1R. From this circumference to the radius or center of the circle, you are getting as another R. So what will be the value of your A? R plus R, which will be equals to 2R. Is that clear? So A is equals to 2R. Coming with respect to the volume of the unit cell, of course it is now A cube, so that will be equal to 2R the whole cube. Then let us come with respect to that of your packing efficiency. So how will you write the packing efficiency in this case? Of course, what will be the total number of the atoms in a primitive unit cell or simple cubic unit cell? It is 1 itself, because from the 8 corners it will be subjected to 8 other unit cells. So 8 into 1 by 8 will be equals to 1. So packing efficiency will be equals to the volume occupied by one sphere divided by total volume of unit cell into 100. So that is equals to volume occupied by one sphere, means of course it is this sphere's volume 4 by 3 pi r cube whole divided by total volume of the unit cell. We have got as a cube, which is equals to 2r the whole cube into 100. So when you are just going to evaluate it, we are going to get the percentage as 52.36%. That means what? When you are considering a simple cubic unit lattice, that is the atoms which is only at the corners, the total space covered by these atoms will be equals to 52.36%, which will be the packing efficiency for your simple cubic unit cell. So what we have seen in body centered cubic unit cell, we have got how much? Nearly 68%. In a face centered or a HCP or a CCP, we got nearly equals to 74%. And in that of your simple cubic lattice, we got nearly equals to 52.36%. So among these three, which is the highest packing efficiency? That is for your FCC. So this is your first part. Then in the body centered, this will be second of 68, and the least packing efficiency is that of your simple cubic lattice, which is equals to 52.36%. Very much important. Any of the three could be arised in your board exam. And one more important thing I have just mentioned in this video itself with respect to our important formula in order to calculate the density of a unit cell. Basically, in notes wherever like these problems are written, means depending on this formulas based problems will be arising in your main board exam. So here I would like to give you the formula for calculating the density of a unit cell, which is given by the formula of small z into capital M divided by a cube into n suffix a. This is your Avogadro number. Let us go on with it. A is nothing but that of your edge length. A cube, since they are given, that means what? It represents the volume of the unit cell. In some of the problems, they can give you directly the edge length is equal to this much. Or in some other problems, they can directly give you as volume of a unit cell is equal to this much. In case if they are giving just you the edge length, you have to multiply it by cube. You have to do it overall quantity you have to multiply thrice. So here if they are given directly the volume of the unit cell, you can directly substitute in your formula, no problem. That is the reason I have written for both. Here A represents your edge length, whereas A cube represents your volume of the unit cell. D, coming with respect to the D, it is the density of the solid or the unit cell, what we have to determine according to this formula. M is the molar mass of the whatever the content of the substance they are going to give you. Na, as I mentioned, is an Avogadro constant. Of course, you are knowing the constant value. What is that? Yes, 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms, ions or molecules, whatever it may be. Z represents your number of atoms. If they are giving you face centered or that of your body centered, you are able to say that what will be the number of the atoms. So in some cases they can give you, okay, this much number of the atoms are present, calculate the density. In some case they can give you the face centered cubic lattice. You have to know that what would be the number of the atoms present in it. So by having this knowledge, if any of the one term is been asked and another 4 terms has been given, easily that term could be extracted using this formula. Of course, one problem is surely going to arise. Have a knowledge of it. So density is equals to the number of the atoms into that of your molar mass of the substance divided by volume of the unit cell into Avogadro number. So this gives you the density of the unit cell. So this completes with respect to the today's video's lecture with respect to that of your important 3 derivations of calculating the packing efficiency and a formula to calculate the density of the unit cell.